Hey guys, so before I start today's video, I just wanted to take a second and just like talk about my skincare routine. It's something that I recently started taking really serious because I noticed obviously over time you age and your skin starts to change. I've actually looked into a skincare line, something that is a little bit more on the affordable end. So I just wanted to share this with you if you had skin similar to mine. Obviously, as you can see, I don't have a lot of acne or anything like that. My skin overall, thankfully, is in pretty good condition, so I don't need anything like serious. So I just need really basic things, but I wanted to kind of like have a routine and not just like do random things on like random days. So I'm kind of getting better at that. So anyways, the brand that I started using was Pacifica. I don't know if you guys have seen that or heard it. I was in Target one time getting some things and I came across it and I started looking it up, and they sell it in Ulta too. So I wanted to give it a try. It is cruelty free and their products are 100% vegan, so that's a big plus. So in my daily skincare routine, well, overall I have 4 products. But every day I use 2 out of these 4 products, and then twice a week I use all of these products. So I just have this Kale Charcoal Ultimate Detox Mask. So I use this twice a week, and it's to help like blemish prone and oily skin types. And so it's your basic like, oh, I just had a piece of charcoal come up, or whatever, piece of the mask come up. So it just looks like this. I know my camera, like I really have problems focusing this thing. I'm using my iPhone to record, so I'm not as bougie as everybody else out here. But this is what it actually looks like when it's dry. And then it just kind of, you just dampen your face. I normally use a brush to apply it. And then I leave it on for about 10 minutes and I let it dry on my face and then wash it off, and my face is like so clear and so clean. Like I can take rubbing alcohol and like it will be like the cotton ball will be like clean. You should try that. Try taking rubbing alcohol on a part of your skin and rub it off and see if you get dirt, and that's when you know you need to clean your face. The next thing I have is this Crystal Beam Foaming Crystal Face Scrub. So this is another thing that I use twice a week. It is a face scrub, so I don't want to be using this every day. Because, you know, obviously the scrubs, it's not really good to exfoliate all the time. And then this just says it polishes away your impurities so your aura can glow. And I mean, my skin, I feel, really has improved. I've been using this for almost about a month now. And you know, I really like them. These products, they were really affordable. I got this whole bundle for about $50, but Ulta was having a promotion, buy one get one half off. I don't know if they still are, but if you're looking into skincare, you can definitely try these out. The next thing that I use, now this is something I use on a daily basis. This is the Pineapple Cleanse. And it's a face wash, and it just removes oil, cleanses and tones your skin. And again, this is for oily and combination skin types. I really like this. It smells really good. It smells like pineapples, and it's really like good on the face. Like it's not over drying, and it really does clean. I'm overall really happy with these products. Like I can tell you, when I used to use like the basic stuff like Bio-Ray or like Clean and Clear, my face would only feel clean in the shower, and then when I would get out, it would just like still feel clean, but then like minutes later, like I would start getting oily again. And I actually do have one more product. It's the Pineapple face mist thing. To suck up any excess oil. I don't know where it is at the moment. It's in one of my handbags. I don't really like that. I don't like the face mist. It doesn't really help. I mean, it does like it does feel refreshing, but like I still feel my skin is oily if I don't like blot it, you know? So I don't really like the face mist, but I have that too, and it's in one of my purses. I don't really feel like getting up and getting it. And then the last thing that I use is this Kale Water Micellar Cleansing Toner. I really like the bottle. It's like really pretty to look at. And it just reminds me of like a nice like vacation. I don't know, I love looking at this bottle. But yeah, this one is really good. A little really does go a long way. Like I normally try to drop a little bit on my cotton ball and then wipe it all over, because if you put like more than one drop, it gets really like liquidy. So this just removes stubborn makeup, brightens and tones. And again, this is for oily and blemish prone skin types, and it doesn't really have a smell, which I like. Now this one, I don't really like how this one smells, but I mean, it does a good job. So I don't really like the smell of that one. And then this one, I like the smell of. It smells like pineapples. And then this one, I don't think it has a smell. Yeah, this one just smells like your basic like clay mask. So anyways, that is what I do for my skincare. And like I said, I've been using these products for about a month. And I really like them. I really do feel like I've seen some kind of change in my skin. It's a lot more smooth. Also, you have to remember the main things that you need to do to get good skin and overall health is drink water. And you know, working out is a really good thing for everybody to do overall. I know not everybody works out, but you know, if you sweat a little, that helps release toxins, and those are the two most important things, and then comes skincare. So if you're not doing, at least drinking enough water, but you're doing good skincare, I mean, it's not really gonna, you're not gonna see anything because you're dehydrated. So drink water, and then comes skincare. You can use like the most expensive stuff on the planet, but if you're not hydrated, it's not gonna help you. So anyways, moving on to today's video. I kind of wanted to do a first impressions of the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. So I finally was able to pick this bad boy up from my local Target. And I'm excited to try it because I've seen a lot of good reviews on this, so I wanted to try it for myself. I wanted to use this as just something to put as an eyeshadow base, but I'm actually gonna go ahead and try this out as a whole face primer as well. And then I will be letting you guys know at the end of this video what I thought and if it's really true to what it says it does. So let's just read some instructions on what this does. So this is a perfecting putty primer, and it smooths the skin and preps it with squalene to help moisturize and grip makeup for all day wear. The velvety texture glides over the skin, smoothing over imperfections for a poreless face. So we will try that out. I've already gone ahead and put on my moisturizer. So I don't know if you guys have seen my last video on the animal testing. I am not going to be using any products that continues to test on animals on my channel anymore. There are a few products before, you know, I really looked into this that I didn't realize or didn't know that test on animals. So that would include, I have my MAC Fix Plus and a MAC primer, and then also my moisturizer, the True Beliefs something moisturizer that I used a couple videos ago. So when I use those products, I will go ahead and put them on before I start filming. I'm not really going to talk about them much because, you know, they test on animals, or they allow testing on animals, and I'm against that. So yeah, that's why I didn't go ahead and show you guys me moisturizing my face. But when that does run out, I will be looking for a moisturizer that is cruelty free. But yeah, just wanted to let you guys know. But anyways, oh, so I'm over here just opening things because I'm getting excited. But anyways, yeah, so I just took it out of the package, and this is what it looks like. It's in your basic like e.l.f. kind of look, like the basic black top glass bottle. You can see, oh, hold on, do I have any other e.l.f. things over here? I don't have any other e.l.f. things on my table, but, well, except this. I mean, this is my other primer I was going to use, but I wanted to use this all over my face. But anyways, so yeah, this is what it looks like, and this is in the shade Universal Sheer. So it's just, I think they only have like one color. So when you open it up, it just looks like this. It kind of looks like, I don't know, like I don't know if you can see if you can tell the texture on camera. And my hands are clean because I had to put on my contact lenses. So it's kind of like you want to be careful because like if you leave it open, for example, things can just come and stick to it. So obviously you wouldn't want to leave it open. But yeah, I am literally bumping things all over my table. But it's kind of like, oh, it's actually not sticky. It doesn't have a smell. It's really smooth. Like, yeah, like if you have things on your hand, it will definitely stick. Like if you have like little fuzzy fiber things. But I was thinking it looks kind of like it's going to be like sticky, but it's not. Like kind of like a jelly. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm just swirling my finger in here and it's like really, it's like butter actually. So it's kind of like the texture that I was thinking of, like those lip balm things that you get in like the little package. Like, I don't know, MAC used to sell them or something. Some brand, I think it was MAC. And it kind of felt like sticky a little bit. So that's what I was that's what I thought it was going to be, but it's actually not sticky at all. Like, it's really smooth. So I'm kind of just like swirling my finger around. I cannot get my camera to focus. If you know how to focus the front camera on the iPhone 8 Plus, please let me know, because I am really struggling for my life over here. I cannot like deal with this, but this is the texture. Like, it's really smooth and like buttery kind of, and it's not sticky at all. Like, so anyways, I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this all over my face. So if you're running short on time, I mean, it's gonna literally take you forever to sit there and like try to scoop it out or just keep rubbing it. So I just literally dug my nail into it. I wish I didn't do that, but I just dug my nail into it and scooped a bit out. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this all over my face. And one thing I am starting not to like about this primer is that it is like, it does attract anything. So if you have like little fuzzies floating around in the air and you keep it open, it is going to get stuck in your primer, and I don't like that. But so far, there's no smell to it, and I don't feel oily or greasy or anything like that. So I'm just taking a look up close in my mirror at my skin, just to kind of see like what is it doing. It didn't make any kind of difference. Like, it doesn't feel greasy or anything like that. So I really do like that, and it's really smooth to the touch. Like I can feel like there's stuff on my face, but I feel like I'm ready to apply my foundation now. So moving on. As you guys know, I always use my damp beauty blender, and then also my foundation brush. So I am going to actually do something different today. I'm going to go ahead and put my concealer first and then foundation, and then I'll add a concealer to brighten up. I kind of want to try out my Jeffree Star concealer like again. I mean, I did use it in a couple videos ago, but this is my second time using it. I don't really use it. I don't know why. I think because I feel like the color might be too light for me, because it's summer and I do tan more in the summer. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put it on the sides of my nose too. Okay, so now that I blended out my concealer, I'm gonna go ahead and put foundation over it. So this is something that I used to do before. And I just stopped, and then, I don't know, I just wanna give it a try again. So that's why I did that. So I'm gonna actually try out my Colourpop foundation that I got. So this is the No Filter foundation. And then I wanted to try this out. It was only $12. So it's a buildable full coverage natural matte foundation, and it delivers flawless looking skin from day to night. It's oil-free, lightweight formula, and it's supposed to blend smoothly, and you can build it up or sheer it out. It was developed with soft blurring pigment to deliver true color while looking and feeling natural. So I'm gonna put this to the test. And again, at the end of this video, I will let you know if it is true to what it says it does. So the cool thing I do like about this is that the top, or the lid, locks. So if you have kids, or if you're traveling, or you just have people that get into your stuff, you can lock it and it won't do anything, so they can't really do anything to it, or it won't move around. All you have to do is twist it and it will squirt out. So that's cool. I'm always, you know, taking foundation on the go when I'm traveling or something, so that's really good. I've never had a problem with my foundation leaking out because I've never really actually traveled with my Fenty foundation or this one. I've only traveled with that Cover FX one, and it's a screw top, so that's why I've never had that issue. But now when I travel, I can definitely test it out and see if it actually works. But anyways, I'm in the shade medium 100. Hopefully this is the color that matches me. I bought it online, and it asked me some questions, you know, I answered them, and then this is what it said that it looks like my color is. I mean, it looks like it could be, and I didn't really want to go ahead and buy like 3 or 4 foundations, you know, because I didn't want to. So hopefully this fits or this matches, and I mean, if it doesn't, I can always mix it with something else, but that's fine. I'm gonna try it out. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pump that on the back of my hand. So 1 squirt really does let out a lot, so I did 2 squirts. And as regular, I'm gonna go ahead and take my foundation brush. I'm just gonna dip it in, and I'm going to blob this all over my face, or dot this all over my face. Alright, so now that my foundation is all on, I'm going to take my beauty blender and I'm going to blend this bad girl out. And I do like to blend my foundation into my hairline, because who wants a line of demarcation? Certainly not me. Okay, so I just went ahead and it's like really cloudy outside and it's not sunny, so like the light I feel was like really weird. So I just closed my blinds. So that's why the lighting looks a little bit different now. But anyways, as I was saying, I feel like the foundation definitely needs to be set. So this is not something you can just walk out the house with. It's really like kind of sticky. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my Colourpop No Filter Sheer Pressed Powder. This is in the shade medium, and I'm just gonna go ahead and take my Tarte airbrush foundation brush. I don't know exactly what it's called, but I'm just gonna go ahead and swirl this in the powder, and I'm just gonna go ahead and dust this all over my face. Or I'm actually just gonna like really press it into my face. And then I'm just gonna take my Colourpop No Filter Concealer, and I'm just gonna dab a little bit more concealer on the bottoms, on my lower eyelid area. Just a little bit, because I've already gone in and put concealer there before. My Laura Mercier setting powder, and I'm just going to set that. I'm just going to take some random illuminator brush, and I'm just going to dip it in my powder, and I'm going to press it in my face. And I'm just taking the remainder of the powder and I'm just outlining or putting it on the sides of my nose. just to brighten up this general area right here. Ooh, I'm inhaling it. I'm inhaling white powder. I'm just kidding. And I'm actually gonna try something different. I'm actually going to set my eyelids too. I've seen a lot of people do that before they do eyeshadow. And they say that it really helps, so I'm gonna try this out. I normally didn't or don't really like to set the concealer on top of my eyelid because I don't know, like I just thought the whole point of that was to get like the color to stick. And I mean, eyeshadow is already powder. But I'm gonna go ahead and try out something different today. So we'll see if my eyeshadow looks good. Even if it doesn't, I'm still gonna upload this video. I'm just making a really big mess right now. Okay, so now that I've gone ahead and wiped the setting powder from my face, we can move on. My face looks super bright. I promise it doesn't look this weird in person. I don't have much lighting in this room, so it's just my ring light on me. I promise I know what I'm doing. But anyways, moving on. So I'm gonna move on to eyeshadow now. And I'm actually going to go ahead and use this new palette that I got from Colourpop too, the Sweet Talk palette. And it's so pretty. I cannot wait to do a look with this. It is just absolutely gorgeous. Like, just look at these colors. They're just so like, I know it's not spring, but they're just so spring-like and just so subtle and so pretty. So let's just jump right in. I'm gonna use some new brushes I got from Real Techniques. I'm actually gonna use probably this thin blending brush. I'm going to do the shade West Side as my transition shade. So I'm just gonna go ahead and dip my brush in, get a nice generous amount, tap off some extra. I don't know if you just saw that color. And I'm just gonna go ahead and start blending it out, or blending it onto the outer edges of my eyes. Another thing I am doing is holding the brush a lot further than I normally do. I don't generally hold the brush like up here when I'm blending, but I try to I hold it like probably mid brush, but I'm gonna try holding it from back here because I've been seeing a lot of people say that when they blend, it just gives you more of a smoother grip. So I'm gonna try that out. So yeah, let's see what happens. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and take this darker brown. So this is the shade Feel Free. I'm just gonna go ahead and wipe off this brush, and I'm just gonna dip it in a little bit into that color. Wipe off the extra, and I'm gonna go ahead and pat this into my crease, my outer crease. So the next thing I'm going to go ahead and do is I just want to go ahead and take my finger and like dip it in one of these shades. So I'm gonna go ahead and dip it into this shade Garden Date right here. I'm just gonna take my middle finger and swirl it around, and then I'm just gonna pat this onto my eyelid. And then I'm gonna take this bigger brush. It's the Deluxe Crease brush, and I'm just going to take this shade. I don't know what it is, ICYMI. I don't know what that means, but I'm just gonna take this, and I'm just gonna go ahead and dip my brush right in, just like so. Tap off the extra, and then I'm just gonna kind of like pack it in here, kind of to like blend this glittery shade in my crease. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and take Garden Date again. I'm gonna take a smaller brush, so my shading brush, so this one right here. I'm just gonna dip back into that shade. I'm just gonna pack some like right here. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take a thinner brush and put some color onto the inner corners of my eyes. So I'm probably just gonna take this random Urban Decay brush and take the small side. And I think I want to do the shade Side to Side as my inner corner shade. So when you like tap it, it like moves like that. So that's pretty cool. I've never seen that in like a palette. Like, that's so cool. I'm just destroying it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this right there. I'm just gonna go ahead and put some color onto the bottom lash line. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take the darkest color, the Feel Free. So this one, I'm gonna put this on the outer bottom lash line. I'm just gonna look up. And then I'm just gonna go back in with that ICYMI color, and I am just going to finish up my bottom lash line. And I'm just gonna go ahead and do the rest of my inner corner area. I'm gonna like outline it. Alright, that is my finished eyeshadow look. I will be right back to finish up this video. Alrighty, so this is the final look. I hope you guys can see the eyeshadow that I did. If not, you will obviously see a picture. But this was like so pretty and cool and fast and easy. I really love this Sweet Talk palette. I think like it is gonna be my one of my favorite palettes. Like I love how like neutral the eyes look, but like with the glitter it just looks so pretty. So I will be back at the end of this video to let you guys know my thoughts and opinions on the primer that I used and the foundation, to see, you know, if it's did what it's truly supposed to. Hey everyone, so I'm just checking in. It is the end of my day and I just wanted to let you guys know that I still have my makeup on. I was out and about, and as you can see, my makeup is still intact. My face doesn't feel greasy or oily. It's still pretty smooth. I haven't had to touch anything up. Both products are really inexpensive and I do recommend them. I also did want to add that the foundation, like both products, the primer and the foundation, like it doesn't feel heavy or like my pores are blocked or anything like that. I do want to add that blending in my other products into my foundation was really easy. So just like the product says, my blush and my contour and my highlight, like I just love how it like sits on my face with this foundation. Well, with that being said, before you leave, don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to click the bell icon to be notified of any new videos. I will see you on the next one.